You are watching FEM Talk on Trajectory TV. Welcome and enjoy the show.
We are back. You caught us backstage talking as we were coming in, and we are back. Welcome to FEM Talk Tuesday, everybody. We hope everybody's doing well out there. So we're going to make an announcement here on FEM Talk tonight because we are going to take a sabbatical, not from our wonderful viewers. We love you. However, it is summertime, and we are going to enjoy some fun in the sun, enjoy our families. So we take a little break in August. However, FEM Talk will still be running, and we have some amazing shows for you, and we will announce those later on. But there are some amazing recaps that you need to go back and watch. These were some great ones, even though every show to me is great. But these were some great ones. So we will let you know later on in the show what will be running. And as you can see, me and my bestie are here together today.
Jersey Girls rule.
Yes.
Jersey Girls right across.
Jersey Girls. Yes. These
Jersey Girls.
Jersey Girls. Woo woo. That's right. So, Dr. Melissa, tell us, we have a lot of things to cover tonight. We're going to say some thank yous. We're going to talk about what's happening in the world. We're going to have a little fun and laughter and just have some good girlfriend talk here with all of you. We want to make sure that you comment, that you talk to us. And Dr. Melissa, tell everybody what you would like them to give us in the comments.
Yes. So if you're watching with us tonight, if you DM us later, we want to know what kind of things you want to see this fall, what kind of topics you want to talk about, what kind of guests do you want to see. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from FEM Talk Nation on what y'all want FEM Talk to be all about, because this is about us talking about stuff. So what do you want? What stuff do you think we need to talk about this fall? So we're excited. I can't wait to see that comments. I can't wait.
Absolutely. And listen, it is a evening show, so you can make it a little spicy.
We do spicy. I remember some shows that we got a little spicy in. We can talk about that later too.
That's right. And we want to bring you some truth also, which we're going to be doing tonight as well. So let's talk about what we always start the show off with. And I'm used to my bestie giving the jazz hands on the hot topic. So we have a few of them for you tonight because we are just doing a lot this evening. So let's start off with the first one. Take it away, Dr. Melissa.
Well, we want to send our love and support to
Absolutely.
Bronny James and the James family. I'm sure you've heard about it that LeBron James, his son, went into cardiac arrest yesterday while practicing with his college team. He was rushed to the hospital and was in ICU yesterday. Thank God he is not in ICU today, and he is recovering. And hopefully, he has 100% recovery on his symptoms and whatever the cause it was. They're not. They asked for privacy. They did share a statement. They appreciate the love and the prayers and the support out there, but at this point, not much else is available. But everybody's feeling it because we just saw him at the ESPY Awards. Him, his wife, his two sons were up there and presented the Lifetime Achievement Award to him, and it's just amazing to hear that something happened to his son, who's about to start his college career. So,
And they're so prepared. They're so prepared to spend time together in that realm and the place where it makes him so great and makes him his son aspire to be great.
right.
And even though health is better, he's concerned with his life, but those are just more points that he's probably thinking, wow, we were just starting this great road, and what is this? Like we said earlier, these kids are kids. I mean, I know they're adults. He's 18. DeMar Hamlin was 25.
Right.
These are like, not that cardiac arrest, heart attack has an age or a face, but
Exactly.
oh my goodness.
This is a young boy. I mean, I believe he's either 18 or 19. He's at University of Southern California, and looking forward to his first, freshman year playing basketball, in his own right. And again, just the prayers are up for him. You just don't know, and there's many reasons why a child or anybody could go into cardiac arrest, but that will be what they will, learn about over these next few months. And to your point, Shima, many have, we have and if my husband is watching, I know there was a young basketball player last year who had almost the same thing happen to him, but he was able to return to the game. And it was actually, I believe he was in the final. I know he was in the Sweet 16 in the NCAA championship. I don't know if he got further, but that team was doing very well. And so is the young boy who played. And DeMar Hamlin, he got clearance to come back and fully play in the NFL. So this is not, our prayers are there for Bronny James and for the family.
Yeah,
100% recovery.
Yeah, definitely hope it's something that's reversible and allows him to get back to what he loves doing and have a great college career and potentially go into the NBA, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So we're gonna move on to the next hot topic, and I'm gonna read this for you guys. So forgive my eyes for looking down. However, this is something that we need to read.
Right. Come on now.
We want to give you the article, so we need to read. So listen, a first-term Republican lawmaker referred to African Americans as colored people on the House floor Thursday, prompting outrage from Democrats and a quick rebuke from the chamber's presiding officer. Representative Eli Crane, who is the Republican representative from Arizona, was remanded after he took the floor to promote an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, that he says will rein in Defense Department wokeness. Okay, I got a problem with that too, but we'll move on for a moment. A racially charged concept that has divided the parties and the country in recent years. During debate over the amendment, Representative Joyce, Democrat from Ohio, the former head of the Congressional Black Caucus, railed against the measure, arguing the Republicans were setting us back. She said, "I'm old enough to remember when Black officers, when women We're not allowed to serve, Beatty said. You are setting us back. On this floor, on both sides of the aisle, we have people of color. We have people who have served. Crane, the representative who made the remark, a former Navy SEAL, shot back after Beatty concluded her remarks, arguing that his amendment has nothing to do with whether or not colored people, once again, or Black people, or anybody can serve. It has nothing to do with color of your skin, he continued, ignoring an interruption from Beatty. Once Crane wrapped up his comments, Beatty asked that his words, colored people, be stricken from the official record, calling it offensive and very inappropriate. I am asking for a unanimous consent to take down the words of referring to me or any of my colleagues as colored people, she said. Crane initially responded by asking to amend his comments to say people of color. But Beatty wasn't having it. She was not satisfied, asking again that his words be stricken, not altered. The lawmaker presiding over the near empty chamber consented. Hours later, in a statement, Crane said he misspoke while debating his amendment. In a heated floor debate on my amendment that would prohibit discrimination on the color of one's skin in the armed forces, I misspoke, he told The Hill. Every one of us is made in the image of God and created equal. So this is his backtrack, everybody. Just pay attention. The contentious exchange came during debate over the annual NDAA, which this year has been highly controversial for a number of proposed amendments related to culture war issues like abortion, transgender rights, and diversity and inclusion initiatives in the government. Crane's amendment would bar the Pentagon from requiring participation in trainings that teach what many conservatives would call, here goes that word again, woke concepts. I got a problem with that, y'all.
Come on now.
Topics related to race. He argued that his amendment was not divisive at all, adding, what's divisive is how the military is becoming a political, a social experiment. At another point, he said the military was never intended to be inclusive. Now, let's just go back for one moment because prior, thank you.
Come on.
Wait, but prior, he said that he was not discriminating in his proposed law, but now he's saying that the military was not intended to be inclusive.
Was so never intended. That's right. Never intended to be inclusive. Meaning,
but
go take us back to
right. We don't want you Black people fighting for us.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
But his statements, even in this article, they're already contradicting, right? So let me just finish the article really quickly. I know you guys want to get to this. It says, we need to have a military that continues to be the strongest military in the world because of standards, because the people that we have there are the best of the best. The military was never intended to be, inclusive. Its strength is not its diversity. Its strength is its standards. And diversity can be a great thing, but that should not be our focus, he said. But it was his colored people remark that got most of the attention, drawing sharp criticism from Democratic lawmakers, including Congressional Black Caucus, which called the comment unconscionable. This is a shameful moment on the House floor. It goes on to give comments from other representatives. And then Crane says he referred to Black service members as colored people. You can't make, this was somebody else's comment. They said, you can't make this up. This is who he is as a person and who he has always been. And I'm gonna stop it right there because then it just goes into other representatives' comments. But he contradicted himself when he was trying to clean it up. And then he went back again to say that was not the intention of the military to be inclusive. Well, I'm going to say this, and this is going to maybe hurt a few people, but if you want to keep people of color, African Americans out of the military, well, you go ahead. You go fight and kill yourselves then.
Right.
I mean, we have intellectual people of all races, cultures, creeds, right? And the best of the best comes out of every culture. That's every culture. That's what you need to think about. Not saying that it should not think about being inclusive, right?
And what it says to me is that we don't have standards. I don't know why those are the only two things that stood out to me.
Mm.
I don't want Black people in the military, in the armed services.
Say it right. I don't want colored people in the
Or
military.
colored people. I'm sorry. I tried to see. You can tell what's in your vocabulary and what's not.
Right.
Correct.
I don't want
So
Black
that's not a
colored
slip.
people in my in the military,
Mhm.
and colored people don't have standards, because what you're saying is it's meant for people of standards,
Mhm.
Elite.
right? So
You
that's
know,
not us.
The Make
And
America
it's
Great
color.
Again concept.
Okay.
Let me put that in quotes. The Make America Great Again.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's like when my kids are around me, and if they're cursing when they're not with me, when they come around me, they'll slip up and throw in, "Oh, mommy, I'm sorry," because that's what they do with friends. See, that's what he refers to us outside of the political arena that includes everyone. Let's be for real. That's number one. Number two, this wokeness. He doesn't even have an understand. He is the wokeness we talk about.
And
those in power that we need to be aware of that are still trying to put us back 200 years.
Right.
That is the wokeness. That's what wokeness means.
Right.
Okay.
But
being aware of the
when did
political
that
systems. Huh?
When did that become the standard to put into an amendment for law?
Right.
What is wokeness anyway?
That you don't even know what it is.
Right.
I love that the inappropriate use of the word has been hijacked and weaponized to downplay its actual meaning of Black people knowing who we are and our real history as it pertains to the country. Absolutely.
Yep.
And knowing that in that statement that what the country has downplayed what we are and who we are and what we did in the military and every other place.
Well, I was going to say,
you don't even need to talk.
Period.
Come on, you talk about the military and the wars that were won because of people of color.
Yeah.
And when I say people of color, I'm not just saying African Americans. I'm talking about the indigenous.
Yeah,
that's
right. Come on, there was the wars that were won because of their fight. Yeah. I'm talking about those of Hispanic background. My parents came from Panama and served in the United States Army. So please, the wokeness is what you don't understand.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm infuriated because to sit down on the floor, and this is a representative, but what do we expect?
Right.
There's a movement in this country to bring back, to me, like I said, make America great again, and we know what that means on so many levels.
Yeah.
On so many levels. And he does accidentally let the cat out the bag.
Yeah.
Was it accidentally?
And you see this, right? Black people have served in every conflict this country has ever had, even when the country was fighting to become an independent country, right?
Key battles were won because of the fight that the African Americans and the indigenous people took upon themselves even to win this country.
That's
Read
right.
your history. Read your history.
Right. Even when we had zero rights. Zero.
Or want to be here.
Right. Right.
And then some. So again, we need to be woke about what is going on in this country and be more careful about who we elect to represent the standards of the country. Because I'm still of the opinion this is not the standard of the country.
Exactly.
This is not what the country is looking for in the majority.
Yeah.
The majority of Americans do not fall into this thing. You know, my grandmother, who passed away over 20 years ago and was 91 when she passed, she used to refer to colored people because that's how she grew up.
Right.
That was the term used. And I remember her saying that because that's so she didn't know nothing about Black people, African American. That wasn't terms when she was raised. So we're talking about decades ago that this word was used. But obviously it's still used amongst certain people and the standards they hold.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's time to change. It's time to change the standards. And like you said, listen, this is where voting comes in, right? If you don't think that your vote is important, because all too often we hear people say that, right? That their vote is not important. If you do not think that your vote is important, this is where it comes in. everybody out there. We are going to take a small break here, and we will be right back.
People when they're trying to really get focused and productive to ignore the hey bros because they're low priority. Get your motivation, create your checklist, and then that's the formula, man.
You are watching FEM Talk on Trajectory TV. Welcome and enjoy the show.
And we are back, everybody. Welcome to FEM Talk. If you missed the first part of the show, then you missed 2 hot topics tonight. So you want to make sure that you go back and watch. But here we are live for you. And if you missed our announcement, we will be taking a short break for the summer for the month of August, but we still have some great shows that we're going to recap for you during the month of August. And you're going to want to make sure that you tune in. So let us give you some of those great shows. First one that is coming up next week is going to be with Dr. Angel Cade. Oh my gosh. If you missed this show, let me tell you, all 4 of us that were a part of the show were speechless when Dr. Cade spoke. So this is not a show that you want to miss. You want to go back and catch this recap next Tuesday. You want to tune in at 8:30 p.m. It was called The Pillars of Wealth. And I mean, she was dropping so many gems about how to build wealth in your life and about leaving the legacy that you really need to leave for the people that are coming behind you, your children, your children's children, and so on. So you want to make sure that you go back and watch this. But I tell you,
she mesmerized us.
Yes,
she mesmerized us.
Rerun your
like right. We were just, nobody could say anything because we were just listening. But you know, when you get so many nuggets. I call them nuggets. I call them, you know, golden nuggets that people will drop on you. And when you get a golden nugget in your life, you need to incorporate that somehow, some way. And I remember after the show, I asked her a few questions and she said, well, ma'am, you need to do this, this, and this. I will tell you, one of the big points she made, or golden nuggets I took, I've implemented that, and to this, and right now I'm working on it. I am doing exactly. Before she told me, I didn't know about it. She said, well, ma'am, you need to know. Oh no, she didn't say ma'am. She said, well, Coach Melissa, what I recommend you do. And she started downloading for my behalf what she recommended. And I'm implementing it. I have implemented it. It has made, I can't even tell, things that would have taken me years to do, I have been able to do in record amount of time because some of the key golden nuggets she shared. So if you did not have the opportunity to see that show, you need to see it, because if you get a golden nugget, your whole life, talk about trajectory, the trajectory of your life may change immediately.
Yeah. Pun intended. And when somebody can compress time for you,
what?
So key. So key. So that is going to be August 1st. You want to make sure that you watch the episode with Dr. Angel Cade. So we're going to talk about the second show. We had Malachi David on Franchise to Freedom. So, you know, we love giving you all tips about how to improve and enhance your life. And those are the guests that we bring on here. And another one, absolutely amazing, who captures your full attention when he speaks. And not to mention, he's a speaker anyway.
Exactly.
But he will be on August 8th. So you want to make sure that you go back and watch that show as well. And coming up on August 15th, and I am going through the list. Go watch the dating show. You talking about fun? So we had 2 single men and 2 single women on talking about dating, and that was a ball. That was a blast. It was so much fun.
That is such a summer topic.
And again, it was one of those shows where to hear the perspective of the men and then the women, because they had 2 different perspectives, which I love. And just hearing their points of view. My girl Cheryl today, Demetra and Erin, they were just fantastic. And I did get a thank you from Cheryl. She's so excited. She's still out there dating, and just to listen to them and hear them talk, it was just refreshing. And kudos to all of them, and I can't wait to see that show again.
And are men really from Mars and women from Venus? There was some real differences there.
The real, like, what?
When you look at it, you go to one of our pages and you let us know if men are from Mars and women are from Venus, or is it vice versa?
I think it's vice versa, but it's okay.
I don't know what planet we on, but we on different planets. Girl, my husband asked me a question. He was explaining why he does something. Man, I just looked. I said, okay, whatever, because I'm like, who thinks like that? But again, men and women just think different.
We definitely do. So you want to make sure that you go watch that dating show from our wonderful singles who are out there making things work for them as much as they can. So the next show, which is going to be on August 22nd, is going to be the wonderful Pharma Sisters. So we are so close to the Pharma Sisters. Talk a little bit about what they do.
Oh my God, these are 7 amazing African-American women who are all pharmacists in the Philadelphia and Delaware area. They are rocking it, but just not rocking it. They have also formed a friendship that they depend on each other. They rely on each other. Hey, they got one of the pharmacists out there, Dr. Jennifer Simmons. And their friendship keeps them informed. It keeps them supported. They, as you can imagine, what we went through during COVID, what pharmacists went through. Absolutely. But their friendship, their union kept them strong, kept them together, and supported each other during that time. They talk every day. There she goes. And it's just a wonderful friendship. If you want to see good friends, if you want to see the camaraderie they have, the love they have for each other, watch that show. And that's another group we're going to definitely have to bring back in the future.
Absolutely.
I put in my request for them. They got to come back.
Absolutely. And I would say, listen, you want to learn from them too. So learn how to build communities around what you do, around your industry. That's one of the pieces that was so key to me. Like, they built a community around their industry of support, real sister support around what they're doing, because life gets stressful and every industry out there has some levels of stress to it. They may be different, but it's there. So when you can build a community of support and have some fun in the process as well, you can get through anything. So thank you to the pharmacists. And again, they will be on August 22nd. And then we are closing out the month, August 29th, with my coach, Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris. Oh my goodness. Somebody who loves to have fun, but who will also hit you upside your head and push you in the small of your back. That is him. I haven't gotten so much insight from this wonderful man. And he's just an amazing coach, but we have so much fun with him as well. So you got to go back, because you're going to have some fun and some laughter, and you're going to get some golden nuggets, like Melissa mentioned earlier. So you want to go back and watch, and that's going to be on August 29th. So do not miss the August shows, everybody. They will be out there for your enjoyment and for you to learn.
So much fun.
We're streaming on our regular nights, but you can watch us anytime.
That's right.
Because I do. Sometimes I just need to laugh at myself. We are hoping, those blooper reels, we're going to come back to you guys with some good blooper good blooper show that's gonna show you some of the
What?
behind the scenes, and oh my goodness. Are we
you-
gonna talk about bloopers tonight?
I was gonna say we gotta get to some of them because
want
people
to
don't
show
understand.
everybody.
You know, we see
Wait,
some of
before you go on, because she was talking about watching us anywhere. Everybody, you can watch us any and everywhere on demand. We are right here on the E360 TV network, and I'm even going to show you where we are, because we're not. You see that says Trajectory TV, which is actually the founder of Trajectory TV and CEO is Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris, which you will enjoy at the end of the August, right at the end of the month. But you can hit Trajectory TV. And I'm going to just go in there. It makes it so easy. And then you scroll down to FEM Talk. Look at our beautiful faces there. Look at our beautiful faces. And you can scroll right there and hit FEM Talk. And all of the FEM Talk shows are right here for you to watch at any time. And if you say, wait, I have to go to the bathroom, pause it, come back. Pause it, come back and watch it. If you say, ooh, my noodles are boiling over, pause it. Right. Pause it, or it was gonna be a little fresh there and say,
take us with you. That's right. This is good bathroom stuff. You know what I'm saying?
if your husband or your wife is calling you and you need to pause it for you know time, come back, pause it and come back and watch it later, and then watch it together. How about that?
Let me tell you, this is some good stuff that you, what do they call it? You veg out on. You know, you just
that's
kind
of binge
watch it. There's some funny shows. We talk, we laugh. And
you sit in the doctor's office and you turn it on. I'm just telling you what I do. I'm waiting in line. You know, you're not always getting seen or serviced immediately. Sometimes you want to watch other things. Sometimes I want to watch myself. I love me. These ladies.
And you know, if you are online, share it with the person online.
Absolutely. And you know, what the funny thing is, but I want to get to some of the bloopers you talked about. And
we don't have no video.
You know
me.
We all have bloopers. I can't tell you how many times now we're doing the show, and we had a puppy show, but those puppies are always with us. And when I tell you, they are always doing something behind. I can hear them barking in the back. I can hear them doing all kinds of things. It is
holding on the green screen, trying to get in your lap, shaking the computer.
It's just terrible. One day I had Queen, because you can't see past this, but she was sitting right here and I'm pushing her down because she insisted she needed to be next to me. And I'm pushing her down. Like, hey.
If you look at some of the shows, you're going to see Caillou's ear like that. I'm like, really? He is just like walking across me.
It is so funny. It is so funny.
But, I have to roast my bestie on this one because we had some blooper shows where she was falling asleep.
I'm a hard-working woman.
I said, is she sleeping? We couldn't. I was like, wake her. I'm like, hey, wake her up.
Somebody shake her.
Everybody who knows me knows that this is the move. So I'm listening and it's sounding good, and I don't want any of our guests to think that it's not interesting. But once I start rocking and I'm comfortable,
no, when she was like this,
and then it's like this.
I have to get her even more because this is a nickname that I call her. So I had a great aunt, great actually. She was my great aunt who she always fell asleep in a chair. Her name was Sally Mickle. My mom is on, so Sally Mickle. So I call this one Sally Mickle every time she falls asleep sitting up in a chair.
In a heartbeat. After we get off the show, the after show, they're like, Tracy's like, I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna pop you.
I was like, was I sleeping? Yes.
Sally sleep. That's right.
Sally sleep.
Sally fell asleep.
I can't.
Oh,
she was.
I'm gonna give anybody who can tell me the show, the date, and the timestamp where they caught me sleeping. I'm giving you a gift.
Please
We're
go
gonna
back.
give out a gift. There
Please
you go.
back and watch.
Whoever
I
can
love
find the show gets
You
get a mug. You're gonna get the FEM Talk mug. That's
That's
what we're
right.
doing.
That's right.
Gonna get you
Gonna
some
get
FEM
the
Talk
FEM
merch
Talk
if you
mug.
catch me sleeping.
That's right. Well, listen, I got another one for my friend over there. Not no other
Right.
way. Other way. I don't know where I'm pointing anymore. But I gotta get Dr. Melissa too, because she's always in the background putting on her makeup before we start the show. She's coming in after a busy day. She's always putting her makeup. So we always catch her off guard right as we're starting the show, because you know the lipstick is going on and the eyebrows are going.
Putting on the eyebrows. Look, I got the makeup right here next to me.
I know.
And then it's like, oops, we're starting.
Right. Right.
Look, I was going, hey!
She's putting on makeup. I'm putting on clothes and dancing, because you know that the old intro was a little longer. So you know, behind the scenes, it's a party.
It's funny.
And then you got to get right really fast, because then we're on the show.
Mm-hmm. I'm always laughing at the ladies backstage.
Yeah, because she can see everything. So even during the commercials, if you're upside down, you're running to the bathroom or running wherever, you come back and you almost falling out of the chair, all kind of good stuff. She sees it all.
I see it all.
It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess.
But it is such a fun mess.
Yes, it is.
We love coming to you guys and giving you information. We love having fun. We love informing you. We love heartfelt moments. Every bit of it. What's this? Year number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Year number 3.
We
Can you
really,
imagine?
really are enjoying it. And we're getting better. We miss our Brandy, but she's there. Back there with the comments and producing and getting us right. You guys know Brandy.
Keeping us
She's
straight.
keeping us straight.
Ooh, if you saw some of those shows,
You want to go back and look at some of those shows, because Brandy is gonna get you all the way together.
what that I mean, and I was today. We were, we put commercials and stuff together, obviously to promote the show. If you saw how many takes we take to do those things, oh my gosh,
That's what we should show.
oh my gosh, Shima and I did one a couple of months ago. How many times we did that? Was it about 10?
When I tell you, there was so many curse words.
Not curse words.
Oh, it'd be 10 seconds in. I'm like, shit. I can say that it's 8:30. It's 9 o'clock. Oh my God, exactly.
748.2.
48. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Nick was trying to get the neck. He was like, start again. Okay, let's do it again.
He
Okay,
said you didn't say that. He said I did it good.
No. Yes, I was, Mama.
A night in June.
In June.
Ah!
Oh no, not 8 times. Jen. 8 times in one show, Jen. I thought you was on my.
At least 15. Y'all are just calling this out. Stop it.
Yes.
Stop it.
Oh,
10
yeah,
takes.
I love it.
Sure.
And then, just so you know, our advertising, those takes are just as bad. When you do the individual one introduction of the shows, I'm telling you, there's like 12 videos. You probably get one.
You get one, maybe.
If you get one, and then Brandy still has to piece that one together for you. So, oh my God.
Thank God for editing. That's all I say. Thank God for editing.
I know.
Thank God for Brandy. How about that?
Exactly. Because it's
So
raw
bad.
video, but it's great.
So,
video.
but I think my last one I had to do, and I don't even know. I wasn't even calling it FEM Talk. I was like, "What did you just say?" I don't even know what I called it. I think I call it face talk or something. I made up a word. Just totally made up a word. Like,
and how long have you been on this show?
Wait, right.
Since the beginning.
I'm going to be very
What show
transparent
is this again?
and tell you that I took a paddle and I wrote down the sites because I don't know the sites. I thank God if you look at the screen right now, they're up top, but usually they're not. So when we're doing those things, it's like the FEM Talk show Facebook. Yes.
on Facebook.
The YouTube one, FEM Talk TV. Yes. So Oh God,
But we
have
try,
a
we try,
good
we try
time.
hard. We try hard. We do. We
Come to
try
you
hard.
guys with our best and our funniest and our sweetest.
Yes.
Jen Simmons, me and you are gonna have a conversation.
I
So
love it.
I have
I
a question for you, ladies. What I
Mhm.
know we did pick our top our top 4 or 5 shows to show in August. But on a personal level, what was your favorite show?
Oh
Mm.
my,
Oh gosh.
they all are.
Mhm.
The guests are so amazing. It's really hard to pick.
And they're all so different.
Yeah. I mean, oh my gosh. Some powerful people that have just been on this show. I can't even
God,
I don't
I
even know
know.
if I can even name. So I'll just name the people that I brought on, right? Only
Right.
because I can't name. Like everybody has been amazing.
Right.
Doesn't matter who brings them on. Everybody has been amazing. And it just
Yes.
keeps getting better and better. But I have to start off the year with Coach Ariana, right?
Yes.
Because she did a powerful show on mindset. But she took us to church.
Yes. She
Show,
did.
right? So, and it just flowed so well out of her. And, she just, telling you how to change your mindset, but biblically, excuse me,
Right.
and with God. So it was her. Michael Clark is amazing when he talked about, being pitch perfect. And he's an amazing coach. And, Melissa and I know about that. But I mean, just coming on, just spilling it all, giving you the tools and the tips that you need and all those golden nuggets, like Melissa mentioned earlier.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, Allegra Jackson, right? Like, oh, geez. Kilwana Brown. I mean, I can
my
go
God,
on
forgot about
and
that one.
on
Yeah.
about the people that come on the show, and just what I love most about it, no matter where they're coming from, is people are pouring from their hearts.
They are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And they're giving of themselves, what they're really called to do, what their purpose to do, what they really love to do.
Yeah.
And it shows every time you have somebody come here. It shows. We had Charmaine Gibbs West. I mean, just some phenomenal people doing some really amazing things and really focused on making an impact and making people's lives better. So that's what I love about it. I can't pick just one.
It's hard. Yeah. It's hard to pick just one. I mean, we talked about the ahas, and you're gonna see a few of them, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of ones that were heartfelt.
Uh-huh.
And there's so many of them. You cry before, you cry after.
Right.
I can't even pinpoint.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about I'm lost for words. Her first name, Dr. the naturopath doctor.
Dr. Shantae.
Dr. Shantae.
Hey.
Not so much, and because she gave you guys everything on screen, but then when we thanked her for being there, and you can always come back because we always invite you to come back. She's still pouring. She's pouring into us directly afterwards.
Now, I mean,
those are some of the things that we need to show, right? The backstage, because we have the opportunity to talk to people even more backstage, and we need to start showing those as well, because you guys, you get it.
The after show.
Yeah,
it's so powerful, and we did talk about starting to record it, because what happens backstage, because I guess everybody and almost all the guests do this. They come on, and they're also amazed by the show and what they were able to share, and just the conversation and the information. But even after that, then they go into a download mode. Saying, right, I missed that. You catch it, then you catch it again. Remember, we told you how to go to this Dr. Jen. Go on and get it on FEM Talk. FEM Talk TV at E360 TV. Go ahead, get it.
That's right.
That's right.
Even on our YouTube station, subscribe and you can watch
it.
That's right.
Definitely. But I mean, what she shared was absolutely amazing. If you believe in natural healing, if you believe in natural path therapies, I am a believer.
Absolutely.
A believer. They have healed things that doctors and medicine have not. That's all I'll say. And I love Dr. Shantae, and she also says she's gonna come back. We may just give her a little segment here and there, because I mean, you can't get enough from a doctor. I love that show. That was good. Any other shows, Shima, that you can think of?
You know what? I'm not specifically, but I think about like
points, like points. Yeah.
When they pour into you, it's almost their give back.
Mm-hmm.
It's the opportunity for them to reach. I'm gonna say millions because we manifest in that.
That's right.
It's an opportunity for them to reach millions and to give you just something you may not have gotten or you never heard, and then it'll give you that push to go and look further, or even follow that person, or just look in your surroundings. You just, it triggers something in you. The great part is everybody comes wanting to give.
Yes.
And I think that's the best part about it.
I love it.
All the shows.
I love it. See, that's another blooper. I don't know where she just went, but anyway.
It's good time, But
that's another thing. We just sometimes dip in and dip out of the show.
Right.
Life is happening behind scenes. That's all I'll say. Life is happening.
Yes.
But I think about
yours.
Oh, and look at that. So Dr. Simmons, the link for Dr. Shantae's show is right there in the comments. So you can click and go right there right after the show. But I think she's back.
Real life was happening here.
Real life. That's what I say.
When my son calls me, that's it.
Right. Look,
gotta go.
I remember before one of the shows, Nick had said, "Okay, Mom, I'm heading to the." You remember that? I'm heading to the emergency room. I just got, I got a deep cut. Okay, I told him, go onto the show comments and let me know you're okay.
Right.
That's
what am I gonna do? So real life happens, and thank God he did it. He was okay. But I remember the family shows we've had. We've had our mothers on the show. Where Mom Jeanette was on the phone, Mom Regina's on the phone on the show, and they were just. I remember even their ability to get online. That is just funny moments. We love you.
Yes,
we love you for coming on and just being with us. I remember Lamont. He may be one of our frequent flyers. He's been on the show.
When you go on the Facebook page, it says
he's our other host, right?
Right. He's a frequent flyer. I'm going to call him frequent flyer, but he was our barbecue person. He did a couple of shows for Black Love. He did a men's show that we had that talked about what men want. I mean, he's been a trooper. So thank you, honey. Right. I love him. And even Craig Simmons talking about. I think the shows the men came on. Not that they were better, but something when they come on, and like you said, Shima, their vulnerability to share from their heart, has just been amazing. Yeah. And that show I enjoyed 100%.
Yeah.
Listening.
That we were expecting just entrepreneur conversation.
Yeah.
And then it just turned, and he was just and he went with it like it was just innate.
Yeah, like what it took for him to be here as a young, African American, man. And that, everybody's path isn't already, isn't always so, okay, go to school, you go to college. Everybody's path isn't there. And that doesn't mean you're not going to be successful. And when, Craig was just able to bring that to light to everybody. And now is just a beacon of, there he goes. It's just a beacon of entrepreneurship and making his coins based on a passion. So I just love that. And I love, there he goes, Mr. Simmons, on point detailing. And he's killing it. When I tell you he is killing it, he is killing it. The business is flourishing. And and that's what our people need to see, that, that traditional 9-to-5 is not the path. It's not always the path. And a lot of times, so I give him big kudos. So there you go. I love that show. I love that intimacy they brought us to. Malachi did the same thing, when he came on. So that was also one of my favorites. And
I'm glad you're pinpointing the men.
Yeah.
A lot of people will assume that it's FEM Talk, so we're talking about females.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad that you pointed out the men, because they are supporting us heavily, and we love that.
Yeah, I mean, Brandy's husband, he came on.
Absolutely.
Well, I
And
want to mention that show because and give the kudos to the two married couples
Absolutely.
that are a part of the show and making it successful. Excuse me, can't talk tonight. But just for Dr. Simmons and Mr. Lamont Simmons to come on and share about love and marriage, and for Brandy, Mr. and Mrs. Maurice Johnson and Brandy Johnson to come on and share about love and marriage, and for I'm gonna say for both of us, right? For two single people to hear about it and to hear about not just what makes it great. They talked about, the struggles and how you get through those as well. But two intentional couples who are focused on making it work.
Absolutely.
But being real and transparent about what it takes to do so. So I absolutely love that show. That was one of my favorites too. So I wanted to mention that because I had to stop you because I know that's your marriage, but for you guys to come on and be able to share so transparently,
right?
And listen, to have over 30 years of marriage and making it work, and to say, yep, we had our struggles, but we pushed through, and this is some of the things that we did. And for Brandy to have over 12 years of marriage and still very intentional about making it work. And you know what I love to hear from both of you, that is very significant to me, is when you talk about asking your husbands when you want to do something. Not because it's this thing of control.
Exactly.
It's because we're in this together.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I absolutely love that. So I want to thank both couples for that, because
thank you for, I mean, when you get to share parts of your life with obviously people you don't know, in this arena, and there's so many things that happen in this arena, but what I love about the show, just from the day we started, Tracy, and let me give you the kudos. Brandy gave us the flash to wrap up our final thoughts. My final thoughts is, number one, that of gratitude. I have to thank the creator of this show, which is Tracy Randolph. The concept, the fortitude, to go forth with this concept, to do this, to bring this to life. I remember, like I said, when we were on a conference and we just talked about it, wouldn't it be great to have a show that women talk about things we talk about, and to think that you took the thought and the concept and brought it to light. My final thoughts are that of gratitude. I am so grateful for you. I'm grateful for Shima's bestie to let give us this wonderful person, and just I want to see more of what we did, more of the real stories, more of the heartfelt. Maybe it's not quote unquote the most popular thing because we're not cursing, we're not drinking, we're not I don't know about drinking, but we're not cursing.
This is real good TV.
We're not being ratchet. We're not out there being ratchet. There's a lot of ratchet, and let them do that. But I love the honesty we come with. I love the spirituality we bring to the show. And
absolutely.
What it is.
Unapologetically.
Unapologetically.
My tongue almost didn't let me say that.
Right.
But unapologetically.
But we love God. We love God.
We love him.
What's wrong with you? That's what the song said.
That's right. So that's my final thoughts.
That's right. Thank you.
Oh my
Thank you
God.
so much.
I think you wrapped it up for all of us.
Jen is like what our honorary show guest and show commentator. Right. I love and I gotta give the kudos to our moms too, because Anjanette and my mom are always here supporting. So thank you, because we wouldn't be the women that we are without you. So we thank you for just loving on us and supporting us, even when you think our ideas are crazy.
Right.
Or you're like, what are you doing? A podcast? A show? What is this? How do I get there?
Don't you got to get on your podcast? Yeah, I'm going to get on the podcast.
We just thank you for loving us and, just really supporting us through everything that we do. Everybody, listen, it almost sounds like we're saying goodbye, but we're not.
We're going to enjoy the summer, just like you guys.
You know what? And I'm going to do this because we did say whoever would find Shima's, and this is the last thing I know. I know Brandy's like, y'all got to cut it. But we're going to give Fem Talk glasses to those people. We're going to give it to Mom Jeanette, Mom Regina, to Jen, and to Lamont. These are 4 people that
Those
have
are
been
our avid
on the
viewers.
show forever. They
That's
support us. We every Tuesday we see them in the comments. And again,
Yes.
Fem Talk Nation. Fem Talk Nation.
Yes. So everybody, don't forget, go back. Make sure that you tune in next week. Tune in next week, 8:30 p.m. We will still be here. Watch some of those amazing shows that we mentioned, or go download the E360 TV app and go back and watch even more of those shows on demand. We love you. We will be back live starting the first week of September. Get ready. Strap on your seatbelt. Get ready for Fem Talk September. We love you though, everybody, and take care. And
Be well.
We'll see you.